Hello everyone, it's CPC Forever once again with another game review. This time I've got a game review on a game called The Fury. It's not very well known. I discovered it while I was going through all the Amstrad Cpc games. First off, I've got a bit of the artwork of what we would normally have seen back in the day in an advertisement of The Fury. As you can see from the picture there, it looks like a very futuristic car racing game on a rim track. But there's bit different when you get into the game, and I'll show you that in a minute. Here's some box art of the actual game itself, what you would have received if you bought the tape or disc. They're quite colourful, very good looking, and well laid out, and yeah, it looks very presentable. Something you'd want to be interested in. It would be eye-catching. Here are a couple of the discs that came with the game, 3-inch discs, the original discs. And next I've got some actual reviews. This one's from Cent pour Cent, the French magazine. Our friends over in France, back in the day, they gave the actual game a 52.5 out of 100. And there you can see there's the actual what they actually gave each category. And this one here is from computer and video games. As you can see, graphics 3, sound 3, value 3, playability 4, and overall a 3. And just to give you an idea of what the game is about, this is what you'll see when you load up this screen here. It's got actually probably one of the only games I've seen with a crosshair movement to select your actual functions, to actually select your car, you play the game, race, and that type of thing, go into the shop. So it was a bit diabolical, I thought, and not the best of ways to go about selecting your options. And this is all of the games. This is what you'll see on the game screen, all the information you'll need to be aware of on the screen and to take notice of and to utilise while you're playing the game. So if you look at the white arrows on screen, you've got a tracking scanner at the top left, the race data in the bottom middle, damage indicator bottom right, and at the top right you've got your car position, so you keep an eye on what's happening in the game. Okay, so I'm just going to load the game at the loading screen there. It says, do you want invulnerability? I'm going to select yes for this particular game. It's a very quick load. As you can see, it's already loaded up. It doesn't have an actual loading screen as such, unfortunately, which I think would be very good, but seeing it's a sci-fi type of game, but I'm not. As you can see, these crosshairs, these diabolical crosshairs I was mentioning just a bit earlier in the video. At the top there I've got my money. You've got to put these crosshairs over these options that you want to select, and it's very annoying. As you can see, it gives you basically all the information there. Gives you, what type of race it is. If you want new cars, things like you can go into a shop environment. So you can see I've gone in here and I've looked at the new cars to buy. It starts off with the smallest one or the cheapest one at $450. I've got $150. I can't even buy the cheapest one, and it goes up higher. As you can see, the bottom ones there are very expensive, so you need a lot of money to buy the very good cars. Okay, so there's the equipment function. Okay, you can buy things like flamethrowers and fuel and ammo and things like that. The only thing I've got money for is some ammo, but I'm not going to waste my $150 on that just yet. I'm going to go back out. So it tells you what you need to do. You go to race straight away. It tells you need to destroy things. It tells you the type of race you've got coming up next. On the top there you've got a killing race. So there's 3 types of races: killing, tag, and speed race. When you start the race, it's pretty quick. You basically go from as soon as you press a button, you're off, and you've got to be quick. Basically, you've got to be at full speed all the way. So I'm going to click on that now. And there's the race. There's your car. Yeah, very poorly drawn sprites, and people would call this a specky port, a specky type of graphics. All the same colour cars. As you can see, as I mentioned before, it was a curved ring. Well, as you can see, it's actually not a curved ring. It's just straight, and they drive from right to left. So your objective is to kill the other cars. There you go, I've killed one. and then the game's over once you hit too much damage or something to your car. In this particular case, I believe I got too much damage. So I've reached my quota and I've been given a kill bonus. So that's what happens basically. That one was very quick, was over very, very quick. So you can see after the race I've got a kill bonus and a bit of an extra kill bonus, so I've got a bit of extra points. You can see my points has gone up to 270 in the top right hand side. I found that a bit funny. I've chosen invulnerability at the start of the loading of the game there, and we get booted out pretty quickly. But anyway, maybe the game cheat's not working or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, so next race is up. It says it's a speed trial. Shows that you've killed 2 cybernoids up the top there, so that's changed. I'm still worth 10 in my bounty hunting stakes. The next race is I've got a 4-lap race. We can go in here and check the different runners. So you can see the top one, his bounty's worth 7,000, and his grid position is 1. So click on that arrow there and you go down to the next. So 9 through to 16 and their bounty worth. I'll just click on the next one. See if we can find my player there, aim down the bottom, worth 10, and position 24 on the grid for this race. Naturally. So gives you an idea of who you're up against, and just go on back a screen there. So I'll go forward. I'll get out of here. So I've got a little bit of extra dollars. This is a speed trial. I don't really need to get anything extra for my car at this stage. I think I could afford it anyway. So there's no real point getting anything. Now, go to race. Now, just to give you the scenario of the game. From the instructions it says that fasten your super saver being harness, and for the space age demolition derby. So as you can see by the game, it is a bit of a demolition derby of sorts. It's set in a looping track called the rim. Well, as you can see by the screen, it's not a looping track, it's not rimmed, it's just a straight track. So that's a bit dubious, but it says that it's floating in space and curves for blistering speed and sensational thrills. Well, the thrills aren't that good at this stage, as you can see. That needs to be worked on. The Fury is a no-nonsense, fast and addictive arcade action, which sees you do battle with the relentless and cunning victors of all the known worlds. Your goal is simple: to win at all costs. So that's basically the game scenario. Set in the future, a sci-fi world, in space type of thing, and you've just got to try and win at all costs, basically. So this speed trial, I'm not exactly sure how it works. You just drive along, keep driving along, and you go through a different number of laps until it's finished. Bit way to see how they come up behind you. If they hit you, you go a bit faster once they hit you from behind. Gives you a bit of extra speed, but it doesn't really actually do much because they're a lot better cars than what you are at this stage. So it gives you a rundown of who's finished and in what order, and you've got a bit of an extra money given to you because you finished in 19th position here. So that's a bit of a bonus. So top right corner, you can see my money's gone up. Here it is, it's gone up now. So I can go and do things. So you can see at the very top there, the next race is a killing. So I better get some equipment, I think. So I'll just go into the equipment, get that sorted out. Here we go. So I'll go into the equipment screen and I'll have a look at getting some ammo. So ammo is worth about 15. So I'll get some of that. I'll stack up on the ammo. As you see, as I press a button, the money goes down. I don't think I'll get anything else at the moment. I'll just keep the ammo. The other things are just a little bit too pricey. Get a bit of fuel. No, I won't get anything else. Just some more ammo, I think. So, yep, so we'll exit out of here. So we need to destroy at least 5 in this next race, as you can see there. Need to destroy 5. That's our quota. So let's go to race. Okay, and we're off pretty quick again. Alright, and as you can see I can shoot bullets now. There's my ammo. So just keep going as fast as you can, just keep shooting. As you can see I've already got 3 now down the bottom in that display, that green display box. So it's gone up to 5, so we met our quota now. So just keep shooting as much as you can without getting hit too much. There's another one I got. So quota's been passed now. As you can see, I should have got more fuel. It's running out pretty quick. So I've doubled my quota almost. There it is. Just keep shooting, and going as fast as you can. The reason why you keep shooting more than your quota is you get a bigger bonus, and you'll see at the end screen. Here's my fuel. You got to keep an eye on fuel. It's running out pretty quick. Better get some more fuel in the next level. So that's the game over. As you can see, I've killed 14. Quota was 5. Got a massive kill bonus and an extra kill bonus, so I should have a lot more money when we start the next race. Yeah, so let's see what we're going to do with that extra money that we've got now. So yeah, we've got a bit of money, and let's see how much we got in total. Okay, so we've got 2,675 in total. So let's go to the equipment section and better get the fuel. I ran out of fuel, so I'll get some fuel. And remembering this is a tag race. Really nothing else I can use. I'm curious about this escape pod though. I haven't used it before. Got enough money for it. Yeah, I'll give it a miss I think. So it's a tag race and we have to go a certain amount of laps. Other than that there's not much else. Yeah, I think I'll go and get that back into equipment and try that escape pod, see what that does. So $1,000 down. So I still got 1,500 left. Okay, I'll go in and have a look at these cars, see what the price of these cars are. Okay, oh, there's a car that's 1,000. A Waster, I think it's called. I'll try that one. See if that's any good. So down to $500 odd now. So basically just gotta make sure I'm not the one that's getting who's tagged. I've played this a few times before. It's not really a great type of racing game, but style of game. But anyway, as you can see, my car's been got a bit beefier now. It's been fitted up, so the tag car's bumped into me. As you can see, the crosshairs on my car now, so I'm the IT car or the tag car. Yeah, the car seems to be going a lot slower than it was before. Okay, so I've hit another car now. Now it's the IT car. It's got the crosses up, back on me. Cars are dying in front of me. Luckily, I don't have the tag up. So yeah, this one is nearly got me. So this particular type of game, the tag game, it's quite boring actually. Not much happens. These cars just don't go hit into you. I wish I had a faster car to be honest, but I probably shouldn't have got that escape pod. I should have tried it on see if I could buy a more expensive car. But anyway, so back again with the crosshairs. I'm pressing the button, nothing's happening with this car at the moment. So I don't know if I can use that escape pod or not. So as you can see up on the green panel, looks like laps are being completed. Yep, I've got the hash crosshair again. I've given it back. I'm really going nowhere. I wish I had a much faster car. Position 22 at the moment. Something else is finished. I don't exactly know for sure what's happening in this race. here we go, I've got it again. Now I've offloaded it to the car behind me. Car behind me's got it. It's died. As you can see on the green panel, it's been killed. Now I've got it back, and now it's finished. It must have been hit too many times or something, because it comes up on the screen that I've failed. So that's the 3 types of races. The killing one's not such a bad race. The one where you get to use ammo and things like that. The speed race isn't such a bad thing either. But that tag race isn't the best. And as you can see, once you've finished the game, it's over. You go back to your starting money. You don't have any. So you go into your equipment. You don't have anything that you had. You don't have any of the ammo or anything. It just goes back to a stock standard start again type thing, which is a little bit disappointing. So I'm just going to give a bit of a summary of what I thought about the game. First of all, I'm going to have a look at previous review by Amstrad Action back in AA35. Amstrad Action gave the graphics a 34% rating, the Sonics a 21% rating, grab factor 47, staying power 41%, and an AA overall rating of 42% out of 100. They didn't think it was that great. I think the concept is quite a good one. I think it can be a winner, but overall in my specific ratings I gave graphics, Sonic, grab factor, staying power and overall all 20%. I think it's got the makings of a really good game. It failed to deliver. It would be a good game to remake with improvements if someone wished to do that. I think the actual screen and everything's okay. The cars need to be improved. The Sonics probably need to be improved with a main title tune. The killing section is quite good. It's just that the flat track is a bit of a bother because it says that it was a curved track, and it's not. The tag game I wouldn't have in, and that speed game I probably would. It's a good idea to have the 3 different types of racing styles or concepts games, but it could have been further developed with the staying power and grab factor just seems to end, and I think that overall you want to progress, and it doesn't really progress anywhere. Because you die far too easily, or the game's over far too easily, and you want to progress and you want to be able to get those better equipment and things like that, and it'll make the game more enjoyable if you were able to do that. In this case I haven't, but I think it really got some potential there to be a really good game.